Hello and welcome to the new video. We'll have a look on the Azure Arc and how to onboard your server to Azure via the Azure Arc. Let's discuss really shortly what is Azure Arc. So Azure Arc is a service that enables you to manage your hybrid cloud environment from a single place. With Azure Arc, you can extend the capabilities of Azure to your on-premises, edge, multi-cloud resources such as servers, Kubernetes clusters, and data services, of course, like SQL's databases. Azure Arc helps you to simplify your IT operations, enhance your security and compliance, and optimize your costs across your hybrid cloud. What about benefits of Azure? So Azure Arc offers several benefits for managing your hybrid cloud environments, for example, such as consistent management. So you can use familiar Azure portal, CLI, PowerShell, and also APIs to manage your resources across different locations and also platforms. You can also leverage Azure services such as Azure Policies, Azure Monitor, Microsoft Defender for Cloud to apply consistent governance, monitoring, and also security policies to your hybrid resources. There's also unified identity, so you can use Microsoft Entra ID to authenticate and authorize your hybrid resources, and also enable single sign-on and role-based access control or RBAC to across your hybrid cloud. Also, there is a flexible deployment. So you can deploy Azure-enabled resources to any location that meets your business needs and also regulatory compliance. And the last benefit will be a seamless integration. So you can integrate your hybrid resources with various Azure services and solutions. I mentioned a few before, like Azure Monitor for monitoring, security, Microsoft Defender for Cloud, and so on and so forth. And you can also use Azure Arc to onboard not only servers or databases, you can also use it to onboard Kubernetes clusters, any other data services like PostgreSQL, Azure Stack HCI, Azure IoT Edge, and more. You can also use Azure Arc to connect your hybrid resources to other cloud providers or third-party tools. So even if you are hosting your infrastructure in GCP or AWS, you can basically do the same. So when you're planning to have a kind of a single pane of glass of management, you can basically have it in Azure through Azure Arc. To replicate the on-premises scenario, I've created an VM in Azure, which is running Hyper-V, and we will use it to create example servers and onboard it to Azure Arc. So let's get into it. Now we're finally in Azure portal and we are directly in Azure Arc service. So basically this is the overview page where you will eventually land once you will first open the Azure Arc. So let's have a look on different tabs that are here on the left side. Basically, one great thing with Azure Arc is you can also provision a hands-on experience directly, and let's have a look how to do it. So basically, it's still in the preview, which means there are still some testings being done. And here you have two pre-selected configurations with the details and also with codes that will be incurred whenever you will be running this preset or configuration. It's ready to experience infrastructure, which will be provisioned to you. And basically you can choose for a full experience or just for IT pros, which is all about Arc-enabled servers. You also have like a description of what specific things will be deployed for you. And also what specific resources will be created for you. So public IP addresses, network security group, Defender for Cloud will be provisioned, and also a locality workspace for collecting the logs. Now let's go back to the main page of Azure Arc and let's basically see the onboarding experience. So basically what we will have a look on is how to onboard Windows and Linux machines to Azure Arc and how to basically use all the capabilities which comes with Azure Arc itself. So we can already see that here are multiple already pre-connected Azure Arc resources. You can see there is Windows Server 2019, Ubuntu, Windows 11 Pro, and also there's an SQL Server, which is basically the first one here. So the first step will be, you'll go over here, click Add and Create, we will add the machine. From here you have multiple options. Either to add a single server or add multiple servers at once at scale, or also use update management to add servers through the update management automatically. You can always click Learn More, and it will give you the step-by-step kind of introduction how to install the agent on Windows and how to basically onboard the hybrid machines to Azure. So this is also a good resource to check before you will decide to go the onboarding itself. So once you click on generate script, here are some few details that you need to fill out, like subscription, existing resource group, and so on and so forth. So let's start with selecting the resource group. So I already pre-created a new resource group. Then server details. So it is really important to select the specific region where you want to add the servers. So let me just use North Europe for this case, and also selecting the operating system, so either Windows or Linux. So why we need to select the region? We need to select the region, our specific region, based on decision that you probably made. So where the metadata of the server will be stored. So in case you have some compliance that you need to kind of follow up, this is really the thing that you need to fill in before you kind of deploy it. And also connectivity method, which is also really important. You have 3 connectivity methods that you might choose from. Here's a public endpoint, also proxy server. So whenever you're using proxy server while communicating with outside world, or also private endpoint. But for the private endpoint, you will need a private link. And you will also need existing Azure Express Route or VPN connection with your on-premise environment. So there need to be some interconnection between Azure and your on-premise environment. So in this case, we will go and select the public endpoint. And there's the next step to auto-manage machines best practices. So we can also enable this. So basically any drift from the desired configuration will be corrected by built-in remediation. And once we are happy, we can go next. Another great thing is you can also attach a physical location tags to the specific server that will be onboarded. So here you can put a data center, which city, which state or district, but you also have some custom tags. So for example, who will be managing the server, or some additional details that you like to put into that. And also let's download and run the script. So let's wait a moment till this will load up. And finally it was displayed. Sometimes it might take a little time before it gets displayed. So basically this is automated script to be run in the CLI. And everything that you selected from the previous steps, like subscription ID, resource group, and the location, what will be the authentication type, and also the steps that will be running once you paste the command to the CLI, either PowerShell or CMD. So basically download the installation package, installing the hybrid agent, and there is also a specific command that will connect the agent to specific resource group, your tenant, and will basically just in the background connect this resource with your subscription and so on and so forth. Basically, you open the PowerShell console and you will run the script directly. It will take some specific time. Sometimes it might take some 10 or 5 minutes or 15 minutes. It really depends how quick it will go. So let's Copy that, and let's close it for now, and let's go to our simulated environment, which is running Hyper-V. So now we're located in my simulated environment, which I mentioned it's running Hyper-V, and it's running a couple of the virtual machines that you already seen in the beginning of the video, which are already onboarded to Azure Arc. So what I will do now, so as you can see, I copied the copy to clipboard the following script. And what I will do now, I will create a new virtual machine, we will connect to that, and we will run the onboarding script. Now, our virtual machine was created. It's Windows Server 2019, and we give it the name Azure Arc Demo VM. So let's connect to that real quick. Let's make it the full screen. Let's type in the password. Oh, it's already connected over here. The next step would be to get the onboarding script once again. So let's open the PowerShell. Let's open this administrator. So now the PowerShell is here. Okay, and let's copy the script once again. And let's paste it over here. And let's wait. Installation of the Azure Connected Machine Agent was finished. So in this step over here, as you can see, you will be prompted. So please log in using the pop-up browser to authenticate. So basically, from the PowerShell, you will open the browser, it will open for you, and then you will log in with the account that you basically provisioning the resources in Azure. So you authenticate your tenant to your subscription and so on and so forth. So once this will be successfully authenticated, the connected machine agent will finish the installation, and basically this is the status message that we would like to see. So connected machine to Azure. So once everything has been done, it also can take some time that this specific machine will be visible in the Azure itself. Also, let's have a look how you can operate with or configure or disconnect or have a look on the Azure Connected Machine Agent directly through PowerShell. So the command is azc-magent. So Azure Connected Machine Agent. So basically this is the tool that is used to configure and also troubleshoot. Basically, so here are the basic commands that you can use, and what you can do, you can also do like connection or connectivity checks. So check. So now you can see that it will test the connectivity to endpoints that are needed to connect to Azure. So you can see specific endpoints which are basically reachable, so the agent can work properly. And you can also have a look on the logs or get a public private key, and also connect and also disconnect machine, the specific machine. Now let's go back to Azure and have a look if the machine is already visible in our Azure portal. So now we are back in Azure Arc portal. As you can see, here is our machine that has been onboarded. As you can see, there is also Defender for Cloud not enabled, and also monitoring agent not installed, which eventually will take some time. We can directly click on it, and we can also see all the details or some essential information about the specific machine. So computer name, fully qualified domain name, operating system, version, what's the manufacturer, what's the model, and so on and so forth. And you can also have other multiple things that you can actually do now once the server has been onboarded, like I've been talking about in the beginning, and also through the onboarding stage, that now you can also connect to this server. You can also use Windows Admin Center. You can use Defender for Cloud, or specifically Defender for Servers, to secure your server and promote the security on the end device. So basically, it will take some time now that the connected machine agent now will start to install the extensions, right? So as you can see, first extension was installed. As you can see, there's the status creating. Later on, the monitoring agent will be installed, and also the Microsoft Defender for Cloud. So now we are installing the Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, which is another security product in the XDR family. As you can see now, there are multiple others extensions being installed, as I mentioned, which is Azure Monitor Windows Agent, Azure Security Windows Agent. So this extension is specifically for monitoring. So once you want to collect some specific metrics and logs from a server, and also very important if you care about security of a server, which is provided by Defender for Cloud, as I mentioned. And there's also one being created, which is Windows OS Update extension. So this is really for the update management. So let's go to update management to have a look how it looks like. Now we are in our new update manager, and you can see all of the updates, all of the machines, and all the installation statuses, pending updates, and so on and so forth. So let's navigate to machines, and let's select our machine that just has been onboarded through Azure Arc. So now, what's happening now? The assessment is in progress. So you can do different other things. So you can do manually check for updates. You can do one-time update. You can schedule update, and also some other maintenance configuration that you can do. You will have all the update names over here, classification, severity, and so on and so forth. But the great thing to do is to enable the periodic assessments. So let's do it now. As you can see, it is disabled. Let's enable it, and let's save. So all the periodic assessments will be running, checking the updates for you. And we can also schedule the updates for our virtual machine. So basically, here's the schedule. You can create your own schedule for yourself. There's also maintenance window. So basically, during this time, will the updates happen. So you can set it for, basically, it really depends on what you can allow in your maintenance window, and also when it's going to repeat. You can also set the end date as well. And later on, you have 3 reboot settings that you can choose. Always reboot if required, which is pretty much a default value once you come to this page, and never reboot. There are also some dynamic scopes, so we can use some specific dynamic scopes over here. And resources, so you can configure the maintenance configuration on multiple resources at once. Then specific updates. So we can include update classification, you can exclude KB ID packages, as you can see over here. Also, we have a status that update operation was succeeded. So once we go back to our machine, we should be able ideally to see some more data that has been presented. So yeah, now we can see that how easy and quick it was. Now we can see that we have some specific classification update, security updates, update rollup, and so on and so forth. So basically here you will have the maintenance configuration, here will be the history of runs, and yeah, great. So now we are at the end of our onboarding demo of Azure Arc. Hopefully you liked the video, and please like and subscribe or comment. I'm happy for any feedback. Thank you so much, and see you at next time.